Hello, John.
Hello, Oliver.
Today we're going to talk about Archbishop Fulton Sheen. You have an article there in front of you in the Catholic Voice magazine.
I have, and it's actually written by, it's about Archbishop Fulton Sheen, who was a famous broadcaster on radio and television in the US with up to 30 million viewers, the highest in the US viewers of any programme. Archbishop Fulton Sheen.
And that's the edition of the magazine is the February 2019.
It is. It says February 2019, the Catholic Voice.
Okay.
An article that's in that magazine. And Fulton Sheen, he says, the tragedy of our time is that those who still believe in honesty lack fire and conviction, while those who believe in dishonesty are full of passionate convictions. We're talking about the media and the anti-Catholic agendas of governments and the media in Western countries, in this country particularly. But funny enough, not so much in America now with the President Trump. He's pro-life and pro-Catholic. Believe it or not, his wife is a Catholic. Whatever about his past, he's now pro-life, and he's standing up for the Catholic faith in that country as distinct from any other leader in any other country. Okay. So that's to be recommended. And he says, in my lifetime I've watched as every major institution has been captured by the radical secular left. The media, Hollywood, TV, universities, public schools, they relentlessly promote the false cause of sexual hedonism and radical individualism. And he mentions Ted Kennedy kills a woman and the media covers for him. He ends up one of the most beloved and powerful men in the Democratic Party. Bill Clinton has sex with a young intern right in the Oval Office of the White House and the media covers for him. His popularity ratings end up soaring after lying and getting caught red-handed. Obama gets caught sneaking 1.8 billion in cash on pallets in the middle of the night to the most evil terrorist supporting country, Iran, on the planet, and the media covers. He is heralded as the greatest president of all time. Now these are matters that just referred to that happened. Now, in that Fulton Sheen didn't write this Father Richard Helliman had that. Now, President Trump serves burgers and pizzas to the Clemens football team, which is a Catholic team, and the media use it to try to destroy him. Why? Because he is not playing ball with the elites, and they must find a way to destroy the presidency. I write this as a spiritual leader in these times. We are being indoctrinated. For the past 30 years of my priesthood, I've heard from both ends of the spectrum. One end, why aren't more religious leaders speaking up against these atrocities? The other end, why are religious leaders getting involved in politics? Now, I am speaking up because I don't buy the lie that wants to silence me by conveniently labelling these as political issues. No, they are not. They are very grave moral issues, and religious leaders should be the very first to sound off against these, but most are not. Why? Because they are more concerned that they are liked, or they worry about empty pews, but they are empty. They don't seem to realise it. But in the meantime, this soft, non-committal form of religion is quickly becoming irrelevant as it is eroding at lightning speed. Silent acquiescence to leave. Archbishop Fulton Sheen once said, the refusal to take sides on great moral issues is a self-decision. It is a silent acquiescence to evil. The tragedy of our time is that those who still believe in honesty lack fire and conviction. He said this, while those who believe in dishonesty are full of passionate conviction. Now, Archbishop Fulton Sheen wrote, America, it is said, is suffering from intolerance. It is not. It is suffering from tolerance. Tolerance of right and wrong, truth and error, virtue and evil, Christ and chaos. Our country is not nearly so overrun with the bigoted as it is overrun with the broad-minded. That covers it initially. Finally, my brothers and sisters, do not buy the lie The crux is that we are being indoctrinated 24/7 by the fallen. There's an old idiom that applies here, cum gruno salis, with a grain of salt. It means that because other factors are at play here, view something with skepticism. The forces of influence in our time have bitten the apple and believe they possess the superior knowledge of gods. In order to set themselves apart and above, they must contradict truth. Take whatever they say with a grain of salt.
Very good, John. What was the name of the priest?
Father Richard Helliman wrote that article, but he quotes Archbishop Fulton Sheen, and I'd recommend anyone that has able to use the internet to look up on the internet some of the programs that Archbishop Fulton Sheen did in the television, and they will be impressed, because what he had to say then is even more relevant now.
How do you spell Helliman? Is it Helleleman?
H-E-I-L-M-A-N.
Okay, so sorry,
H-E-I-L-M-A-N.
Great, so okay. Right, thanks, John.
Thank you.